Welcome to Six Sigma Online Certifications. We are on the topic Six Sigma Fundamentals Quality Tools Part 6. In this video, we are going to cover check sheets and methods of collecting data effectively. But why someone would like to collect data? The key purpose of collecting data is to understand what's going on, the present situation. The present situation may relate to product or service which we are offering to the customer, or statistical process control of the process that we are taking, or for regulating process parameters like temperature, thickness, or for approval or rejection during inspection processes. So based on the purpose, the check sheet is designed differently. There are typically 4 or 5 types of checklists. We will discuss few in this video. The distribution check sheet is a check sheet which directly draws the histogram based on the data collected. Defect type or defect cause check sheet is to determine which defect predominates in the process. The defect location check sheet identifies where exactly the defect is on the product. And checkup confirmation check sheet is basically to see if a particular activity is done or not. So distribution check sheet is basically a check sheet where the variable data is on the x-axis and the frequency is on the y-axis. So for example, if I get a value between 1.8 and 1.9, for example 1.85, so I will plot in the block marked 1.8. So the histogram keeps on building. In some companies we have seen that every shift people use different color of pen for marking the cross, and therefore shift to shift variation can be seen. Same way, the other parameters can also be included for seeing the variation in the overall distribution of the process. So concluding, it concludes the overall behavior of the process. The second type of check sheet is called as defect type or defect cause check sheet. It is basically we list down all the defects or causes of the defects, and as soon as the defect comes we put a tally mark, and the one which is highest defect is used for putting focus and the resources for reduction, and therefore this check sheet is also called as foundation for Pareto. So Pareto is input to the Pareto check sheet. The third type is defect location check sheet, where we actually draw the defect, the drawing of the product, and wherever defect is coming we mark it on the product. We can see the bubbles are accumulating on edges, and this schematic is clearly indicating where to focus and where the defect may be coming from. This similar checklist can be used for part analysis, where if we complete assemblies taking like of mobile, we will know which part is getting defective. The final checklist, which is called a checkup confirmation check sheets, look into what is to be done, what is done and what is not done. Typically like in PM checklist, setup checklist, or autonomous maintenance checklist, this is a very useful tool. While making checklist, before making checklist, or even after making checklist, we have to stratify data into logical groups. If we divide data into logical groups, the analysis becomes much more easier. So if we are doing it before the data is gathered and before checklist is made, we will first use first level cause and effect diagram to identify various possible segregation or stratification requirements. Principally, we suggest if we are not getting any idea, we should do product wise stratification, machine wise stratification, shift wise and operator wise. It will generate new ideas and will help us segregate data further into further categories like other segregation methods. Thank you very much for testing your knowledge on this video, or for Six Sigma certification visit leandigit.com. For further knowledge and videos on this topic, please subscribe our channel.